everybody, this is Randy from Randy's Crafty Creations, and I'm coming to you today with a video on the masking technique that I used to make this card. So this card is a combination of two different stamp sets. They will both be available after January 4th, 2017 in our Stampin' Up! Celebration catalog and Occasions catalogs. I used Mediterranean Moments. I used the scene right here, and I used Beautiful You. It's a two stamp set. It has the words and the dancing girl in one box, and then in the other box it has these other two stamps and the watercolor background and everything else. If you would like the Stampin' Up! Occasions catalog, I'll be happy to send it to you. Just go ahead and click the link on my sidebar and leave me your address, and I can go ahead and get that right out to you. So again, the Occasions catalog and the Celebration catalog both start January 4th, 2017. The way Celebration works is for every $50 that you spend, you get to choose from products from another catalog that you get for free. So if you want more information on that, again, click my sidebar and I'll be happy to help. So to make this card, I had seen the scene in Mediterranean Moments, the scene right here of the city street, and with the cobblestone, and I knew I had wanted to do something with it, but I wasn't quite sure what. So we know in my previous videos that this Beautiful You stamp set I told you is my favorite. The whole reason that I had to do the Stampin' Up! Pre-order, one of the perks of being a demonstrator, and that was so that I could get these stamps and play with them early. So I liked this girl holding the umbrella, and I thought she'd look really great walking down the street. Well, to make that happen, we have to use a masking technique. So I'm going to go ahead and show you that today. To be able to mask, you need your piece of Whisper White cardstock. All right, you're going to need some Post-it notes. I used several different stamping blocks. So for the background, I used my size E, and only because it's sitting on my table. This would fit on a D size block, but because it's sitting on my table, I'm using the I size block, and that's for the girl. And she's what we're going to stamp first. And you also need a pair of nice sharp precision tip scissors. My Stampin' Up! Ones are in my bag, but any precision tip scissors work great. So, and then you're going to either need your Memento Tuxedo Black ink or your Stampin' Up! Black archival ink for this. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and ink her up. Now I played with placement the first couple times that I did her, and I had her in the middle, I had her off to the side, and I personally like her better a little off to the side. So I'm going to stamp her right here off to the side. Wonderful. Okay, now I'm going to put this aside for a moment. I'm going to ink her up. And I am going to stamp her on the sticky note. And I'm going to stamp her. I want to make sure the umbrella is on the part of the sticky note that has the adhesive. I'm going to stamp her there. Okay, wonderful. There she is. We're going to cut her out from there. Okay, so you're going to take your precision tip scissors, just go ahead and pull that off and cut her out. Okay, and you're going to end up with a piece that looks like this. And it's the shape of her. And this is what we're going to use for the masking. Okay? So we're going to bring our piece back. We're going to go ahead and lay this right on top of the stamped image that we already did. Okay, it fits on just like that. So now when you go ahead and stamp your background stamp, she is protected. Okay, there's a couple ways that you can stamp your background stamp. You can either use your stamp press, be it the Misty, the Stamp Perfect, any stamp press that's out there. I have the placement on mine. Like I said, I was playing around. You can use your stamp press. You can directly put it on a block and stamp it down. I'm going to go ahead and use my stamp press. I'm going to lay my cardstock in here, hold it down with the magnets. And I might have stamped her off a little too much to the side. So you know what? Let me go ahead and pull this off here. And we'll use a block so I can change my placements. Let me put her down. I'm going to use my grid lines, make sure she's nice and straight. I'll put my stamp on here. Wonderful. All right. And I can kind of gauge, because this is the piece of the park bench. And if I put the piece of the park bench not too far from her foot, you can look down and you can see right there, you can see a little bit of the black ink, the little walking lines from her and the piece of the park bench. So you can go ahead and place that down. And as long as you're right about there, you should be good. So let's go ahead and ink that up. Now the important thing to remember is to please not rock your stamp. Okay. And when I put it down, I'm going to place it right about here. Okay. And I'm going to push down. Now, I'm really going to concentrate on pushing down right here in the center because I want the ink to hit the paper as close to the sticky note as possible. Okay, because I want all my black contour lines in there. So I'm just going to give it a press because that little sticky note, even though it's a little bit, does give you a little bit of a raised surface. And we want to make sure that we stamp around that. So again, I'm not rocking my stamp, I'm just rubbing my fingers over it. I'm going to lift it up. I'm going to move her out of the way. Come on. There we go. And there we go. There we have our girl walking down our city street. Perfectly. And all you need to do now is color that in. So to color it in, I used our Stampin' Up! Blender pens and our ink pads. And I have a video further down on my blog using this technique with the blender pens and the ink pads. If you want to go ahead and take a look at that. I went ahead and colored her in. And then I went ahead and mounted her. What colors did I use? I used Perfect Plum, Wisteria Wonder, Old Olive. I used Smoky Slate. I used So Saffron and Crushed Curry. I also used some of the black. The brown is Chocolate Chip and Crumb Cake. And then I used a little bit of Soft Sky for the sky on top. So again, this was just a quick tutorial on the masking technique and how I went ahead and made this card from the 2 stamp sets, Mediterranean Moments and Beautiful You, both available after January 4th, 2017. Again, if you'd like me to be my demonstrator, go to www.randycollins.stampinup.net. The link will be down below this video. And I'll be happy to be your demonstrator. If you'd like a catalog, go ahead and click on the link on the sidebar and I'll get one out to you. But again, that was just a simple masking process that I wanted to bring to you to make this beautiful card. So thanks for watching. I'm Randy from Randy's Crafty Creations and have a great day.